One of the common and potentially catastrophic problems with the Toyota GR Yaris is this pesky turbo oil drain pipe, which likes to crack at the base and leak oil everywhere, especially when you add aftermarket downpipes into the mix. However, do not fear, because there is now an aftermarket solution. Who am I? My name is Luke Jones, but you can call me Jonesy, and I'm just a guy who wants to build cars, race them professionally, and make movies. And I also actually own a Toyota GR Yaris, and I've cracked 3 of these things. A quick recap, over a year ago, I actually made a video about this problem and potential fixes and aftermarket upgrades that were available on the market at the time, which basically the cheapest and most reliable was this, where you weld where the pipe is cracked, slice it down the center, and we'll get a bit of oil hose and chuck some hose clamps on it. Now, that works, but it is not the best. The best has arrived, which is from ARTEC. If you don't know who ARTEC are, they are an emerging Australian aftermarket performance company. That's a lot of words. Basically, they specialize in designing and manufacturing high-end turbo manifolds and other related parts. They've actually also teamed up with Garrett, which is really awesome. ARTEC, if you're watching, the turbo and manifold for the R34 would be hectic. Now, I must admit, this was sent out to me by ARTEC Australia for free. No, I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored, and everything I say is of or from my own volition. So this is the first of its kind, and I'm going to say the only aftermarket solution available in the world, and it is a good fix for this OEM piece of shit. Now, this pipe is made from stainless steel investment cast on the flanges and the pipe. I actually had to look at what the investment part of stainless steel means. Basically, it's strong, high-end shit. So it's good. And this thing has some really good flex in it. I'm worried I'm gonna break it, but I know I won't. But damn, this is what we needed, Toyota. Where was this? Why didn't you put this on the car? It's actually, wow, this is good. Don't bend it too much, otherwise you'll bend it out of shape. Now, this is compatible with all your G16 platforms. So your 1st gen Yaris, your 2nd gen Yaris, your Corolla, and this thing, apparently this has the same drivetrain as a Toyota GR Yaris and Corolla. I did not know that until I did this video. Point to note, ARTEC do actually have another pipe, that's the word, for the coolant lines for their own bolt-on turbo kit. So basically you buy their hectic turbo kit, which gives your Yaris more power, more torque, stuff we like. And you get one of these and a coolant line as well. So you are making more power safely and reliably. You can check more of that out on their website. I'm gonna put it here because I'm not sure the specifics. Now, how much does this high-end piece of Australian engineering sell for? 240 Australian dollars, plus whatever your postage is. Now, I did ask for a discount code for you guys, but they said they do not offer discounts on any of their parts, which I kind of get. I guess that gives you the premium vibe. And to give you some contrast, if you compare the price of this aftermarket upgrade to the OEM option, this is 240 Australian dollars. This is 147 Australian dollars, plus the expense of your gaskets. You can just reuse them. Don't do that. So like for an extra 90 bucks, just get this, because this will break. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but it will break. And the last thing you want is to be fretting or stressing about leaking oil everywhere. So buy this, spend the extra $90, and just honestly, go to the racetrack, flog your car, drive on the street, and have the peace of mind that this will not break. Warranty, does this come with warranty? Short answer, yes. Longer answer, read the terms and conditions. It comes with a limited lifetime warranty. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming it's something along the lines of if you put this on a 4,000 horsepower car and it breaks, they're not going to cover it. However, I'll link it below, the T's and C's. Make sure you read them because they're T's and C's. How hard is it to install? Well, getting this one off, once you get rid of the foam stuff, it's really, really easy. It honestly probably takes like 20 minutes, if that. This version, the one I showed you before, this is actually a lot harder to get in. But looking at this, I'm going to say this is going to be quite easy to get in, which I'm going to go put it on right now and we can witness it firsthand as to how easy it actually is. Keep in mind, I do not have a hoist. I'm doing this on the ground like I've done these ones in the past. So should be all right, mate. So one thing I've noticed is these gaskets don't have little clips like the OEM ones do. I'll touch on that after I fit this so I can go into more detail. So just I'm gonna dab just a touch of silicone maker, whatever you want to call it, so it can just hold them on there for me. Alrighty, here we go, boys. Gently does it. Oh, man, I was worried there for a minute, thought it wouldn't fit. Oh no, the gasket! Oh. Oh yeah, we're on, I think. Now, the worst part about trying to do this when you're on the ground like I am is the heat shielding on the turbo. Honestly, just rip it off, seriously.
5 minutes later.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Ah, the gasket. I love how I said, yeah, brother, it's easy, don't even worry about it. Also me, I can't get it on. Oh, the gasket, where the did that go? There it is. Now, the hardest part is trying to line up these bolt holes because the gasket doesn't clip on. Right. I'll show you in a minute, but I would recommend starting with the top one. Oh, cuz this is a lot harder than the OEM one. The good news is, can't see All right, that was fun. Probably took around 45, 50 minutes to put that on. So no, it was not quicker than the OEM one. However, obviously it is not going to break. Now, what I don't like and a few things to note, and maybe ARTEC, you could fix these, maybe. I didn't design this, I'm not a designer, but this is my 2 cents worth. First up, flexibility is awesome. It fixes the number one problem that is wrong with this heap. Now, one thing with the OEM gaskets, trying to find words here, is they have little clips here. I'll show you in another clip. Pun not intended, clip. So basically you can clip these on to the OEM pipe and they stay on, so therefore when you're moving around, they don't fall off. Now the ARTEC ones don't have that. Maybe it's a manufacturing thing, maybe it's hard, I'm not sure. Again, ARTEC, feel free to correct me in the comment section. That would be cool if they had clips, it would make it easier, though you can get around it with just dabbing a little tiny bit of the gasket maker on it just to hold them in place. Second to that, one thing I did notice while installing it is this part here. I'll put another clip in. This is different. Now it appears that the inside here is actually larger on the ARTEC one. So maybe it provides more oil flow, I'm not sure, but it does look to be larger, so that's cool. Bigger is better, as they say. And the shape is different as well. It's more just a circle, whether this one is like a cylinder, oval, football oval, sure. It's more of like an ovally shape and kind of tapered down, whether the ARTEC one's just a circle. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, but I mean, as long as it works, I guess it doesn't matter. And that would also explain why their gaskets look different. And they're also different material. There's a metal gasket. I think this is metal. Yeah, it's metal. Metal? Yeah. Metal gasket for the exhaust side, and this is a metal and something else for the engine side. These are the OEM ones. Now, another thing, I wouldn't say I don't like it, but I don't understand it. I think these are like new bolts that come with the pipe, but there's only 2 of them, and you need 4. Plus, they're Allen keys, and these things are prone to rounding off. Well, I guess any bolt's prone to rounding off, but man, if I was trying to use these, it would have been an absolute nightmare trying to get these in. Like, I don't like Allen key bolts. That's just me, but yeah, I do not use these. Hopefully ARTEC don't message me, be like, hey, you should have really put those on. I didn't see the issue. I mean, the OEM one's fitted. Yeah, I didn't see an issue with what I've done using the OEM ones, but yeah, I don't understand these. Maybe ARTEC, you can educate me. But yeah, I didn't use them. OEM 1 bolts seem to work fine. Nothing leaks. Apart from that, great product. I would recommend it. It is harder to put on, though, as I said before, my recommendation, just go buy the whole turbo kit. So therefore you have an excuse to get a new turbo kit and it's easier. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. And I hope that you go get yourself, well, not this one, the one that's now on my Yaris. Go get yourself an aftermarket turbo oil drain pipe from ARTEC and just make your driving more headache free. That is all I've got to say. I don't know why I'm still here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And there will be more Yaris content coming soon, as I actually broke my Yaris the other day. Probably a gearbox input shaft. However, I will find out on Monday. So stay tuned for that and other cool stuff coming to this channel.